You notice a little drop in Walmart's quality? A lot of people on TikTok are saying that Walmart's not the same. And I'm thinking maybe just maybe, Gail Lewis was their anchor being.
Attention Walmart, this is Gail Lewis, 10-year associate, Morris, Illinois, 844, signing out. Good night.
This is the second time I've come in this same Walmart and it's mold on the turkey.
And
Y'all, look at this crap, y'all. I came to Walmart to get some socks. You know what I'm saying? And why they got the socks locked up? This is why I don't come to Walmart and why I order from Amazon or go to Ross or something because they even got the drawers locked up. What sense does this make? How is this supposed to be a great shopping experience and I gotta wait for somebody to come give me some damn drawers?
okay, am I unaware of the fact that the underwear and sock market is booming right now? Are people that interested specifically in socks? I feel like out of all the items to have behind glass doors that you have to pay, employees to come and open up, that's probably a lower priority, not as important. Am I unaware? Y'all tell me if you know something that I don't. Are people really selling socks and underwear? Is it that big of a deal? Are they making that much money on the black market right now?
Don't have my wallet going into Walmart, and I figured it out. Just gonna ask somebody to buy my stuff, and I'll PayPal them back. Stay tuned. Oh, it kills me when you drive down the road. What side of the road you drive?
Right
man?
side.
The right side.
Right
On both sides, you always on the right side. So why when we walk in the Walmart aisles, we driving on the left side?
Left side.
Oncoming traffic.
Yeah, just backwards, forwards, parking.
When I tell y'all I'm back, and that was an experience. It took literally 2 hours to pay.
I honest to God don't know how any of you people are successful with ordering from Walmart or shopping at Walmart because I have never one time had an order or shopping experience at Walmart without an issue. Ever. And I must be a glutton for punishment because I still continue to try. Muhammad, the chat.
She's got the purple hair, the Karen hair. I haven't had every experience at Walmart be bad. I think every once in a while, I don't have the best Walmart experience, but not every experience. Now, in terms of like the averages increasing, yeah, that's a problem. That's not good. But let's hear what she has to say.
Ad agent offered to give me a $10 promo to take back the tip that I gave a driver that delivered my order to the wrong fucking address, and Muhammad can't find it. So I could place the order again and get it tomorrow and pay $9.95 again to have it. Fuck you, Walmart.
Now that's pretty crazy. You're basically going to give her back her money for shipping. Oh, so she can order another thing of groceries so it can be wrong again. They are very wrong when it comes to like Walmart Plus and the Walmart Spark app. And it's not on the drivers. The people who go and get the stuff, deliver it, put it in the drivers' cars, and then they just bring it to you. But they are consistently wrong. They're consistently leaving items out. That is a pretty inefficient system that Walmart has.
Let me just say this. Walmart, y'all really need to y'all face. Y'all suck. Y'all want everybody to do self-checkout. You only got one line open where somebody else is actually scanning stuff for you. And then on top of that, y'all's automotive center sucks. You gave me a bad battery twice. Didn't want to give me a refund. And it was y'all's fault. I was still within my time period to get a refund. Y'all's batteries suck. Y'all's tires suck. And then this remote didn't even work to my TV.
No.
Who knows we cannot return anything past 9 o'clock? What the hell is this? And on top of that, I was there 10 minutes before.
Okay, I did not know that was a thing. That after 9 o'clock you can't return anything. Why would there be a time limit on that? Like that doesn't help anybody except for Walmart. There have been so many increased constraints around Walmart. It's no longer 24 hours. I'm so negatively affected as a person who sleeps at night by the fact that there are no 24-hour restaurants, stores. There's one gas station I have next to me. It's a trucking gas station. Because of that, they're open 24 hours. But there's barely anything that's open 24 hours anymore. And Walmart they're the leaders of the trend. They decided to make this a normal thing in the industry, and them closing at 11 completely sucks. I just wish they'd open up back for 24 hours. Walmart, if you open back up and be 24 hours, I don't think anybody would complain about anything anymore. But considering that you have less time open and you're now limiting the times that you can return stuff just to be inconvenient, just so one less person will return something. Because I'm sure that significantly increases the percentages just based off of people who don't want to come back a second time to try and return something. I think I'd be back on board. I'm not a fan, but I think I'd like Walmart a little bit more if that was the case.
Clearly want me to lose it in this bitch. While this old man doing DoorDash, I can see it on his phone. He asked me, "You know where Charlie's is?" I said, "Like, if you did not see that, are you even okay to drive? Like, what the fuck is going on?"
11 reasons why Walmart is evil. Let's break it down and examine the facts. We all know Walmart already pays low wages and never has enough employees on the clock, but let's get into some of the less obvious reasons that they're evil and you likely didn't even realize. First up, Walmart has been sued countless times over gender discrimination, from using male-biased language coding to hiring far more men in general, to promoting far more men. Rather than being found guilty on any of these charges though, they instead settle each of these lawsuits out of court, paying the plaintiff cash settlements to avoid a guilty verdict and headlines. Second, Walmart loves calling the cops on their customers, especially with all this self-checkout stuff going on right now. They've made headlines for calling police on teenagers stealing $3 eye drops, which isn't all that evil because it is theft, right? Well, what about the dozens of times they called the police to report customers stealing from their self-checkout lines just to find out that there was no theft at all? This has happened repeatedly since going almost completely self-service at most locations and is still happening after making the headlines over and over again, which goes right into number 3, favoring profits over employment by switching to self-service checkouts and eliminating thousands of jobs and adding hundreds of millions of dollars of profit to their balance sheet. There is no trickle-down effect here either. It all went straight to the Waltons' executives and shareholders. Number 4 is even worse and tells us just how they get their items priced so damn low to begin with. Most of their dirt cheap items come from sweatshops in developing countries. Remember that garment factory in Bangladesh that collapsed in 2013, killing over 1,100 people? Maybe. Well, the Telegraph points out that Walmart was one of their top clients, and hundreds of girls employed by that factory were as young as 13 years old. These situations in these sweatshops are just as abusive as you'd think. According to CNN, female workers...
You remember that sweatshop fire that happened in the U.S. that changed a bunch of regulation because a bunch of women were stuck in a burning building? It's crazy that that happened for us. It changed. It was such a big deal, but it's regularly happening. This is the one thing that he pulled up about these sweatshops, literally resulting in people's deaths because they're unregulated. The foundations are horrible. Some obvious oversight that only happened because they wanted to not spend money on fixing something to keep people safe. But this is a regular thing. This happens a lot. Once a year, there's some sweatshop that is either found with horrible conditions, even worse than normal, or a bunch of people die in a sweatshop. This is pretty common.
Walmart's overseas factories struggle through mandatory overtime day after day in an unsafe workplace and for minimal pay, enduring temperatures so hot that mass fainting episodes are a real and common thing. So yes, that's why your Walmart shirt is so cheap. Even in the United States, though, Walmart has gotten embroiled in an uncomfortably substantial list of child labor scandals, according to the Irish Independent, with kids as young as 5 doing demanding farm work. The Morningside Center points out that Walmart has faced multiple fines over and over again for this very same issue. And number 5 is another reason prices are so low. They take advantage of the for-profit, privatized prison system. Paying prisoners about $2 an hour may not sound all that bad because they are criminals and they deserve it, right? Well, this is exactly why prisons are so hell-bent on locking up as many people as possible and keeping them locked up for as long as possible. These for-profit...
There are many incentives to have prisoners, and I want you to listen. If you felt repulsed by what he was saying, or if it didn't sound right to you, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Is it okay if you steal from me to beat you into slavery and then have you work on my farm for 10 years? How about 20 years? How about 30? How about life? What would I have to steal from you in order for you to feel like it's justified for me to now become your slave? Or what do you think you'd have to steal from me in order to justify that? If you steal my car, is that justified? And of course, there has to be a prison system, right? There has to be a prison. But that's literally what happens because they're forced to work for literally cents. $2 is a lot. That's higher than it is in most of these prisons. That's much higher than it is in most of these prisons. I'm pretty sure in Angola it's 40 cents. 40 cents an hour. I've heard a couple dollars a day at certain prisons. So it is quite literally slavery, just like in feudal times, but now with barbed wire and greater security and people with badges who essentially you can't even touch, who are the untouchables. You know, it's just a crazy thing to think about in that perspective. Like, how bad is the crime that you'd have to commit for you to feel like you deserve to be a slave, to become a slave? Because that's literally what it is. That is what it is.
Prison systems are paid more than $2 an hour per prisoner, and they keep the difference, plus they receive other bonuses and compensation from the government for keeping maximum occupancy. Walmart is simply helping perpetuate this heinous act and keeping people in the system for life, even over petty crimes. And all of the prison labor that they use adds to their ability to use Made in USA stickers on their labels because it was made in a USA prison. And the sixth reason Walmart is evil has to do with the millions that they spent fighting unions, going as far as hiring Lockheed Martin, a U.S. defense contractor, to spy on their own employees. Not to mention their anti-union department, which will fly to any store within 24 hours of union posters being hung or mentioned in the store. Reason number 7 you should follow me, like this video, and despise Walmart even more is the time that they've stolen from their employees by forcing them to work off clock, skip breaks, and even pay for their own uniforms in many cases. They once changed their dress code, forcing employees to buy the new ones, resulting in $100 million in profit for the company. Reason number 8 to stop shopping at Walmart is the hundreds of millions they've spent upgrading their cameras to watch your every move. They record every single word from your mouth, and the algorithms deployed to auto-track your every step. And then they use this footage against you, even weeks later, after you've already left the store. The real problem here is how many innocent people they've reported to police over suspicion. In many cases, the footage looks compelling, and without a receipt to prove otherwise, you look guilty until proven innocent, which isn't the way any of this should work. And for number 9, let's remind you all of the times that they've been caught rehanging used and returned underwear back on the racks, marked as new. But it's cheap, so who cares, right? Well, number 10 shouldn't be surprising to anyone that they lie about literally everything. When they announced that they hired 1,700 assistant managers, they failed to mention that they just fired 3,500 co-managers. When they said they raised the minimum wage to $11 an hour, it's because they fired over 10,000 people, demoted even more, and closed dozens of locations, which goes into the most evil reason in my own opinion. The 11th reason why Walmart is evil is how they purposely pop up locations so close to each other all over the US, sometimes only 2 minutes down the road from each other, sometimes only 1 mile away from each other. And this is on purpose. They put these stores near every neighborhood on purpose. They come in with lower prices and closer to the neighborhoods, stealing customers away from the mom and pop shops that may already be there. They undercut locally owned businesses till their breaking point. Mom and pop shop.
So some of this is just like normal business practices. It's things that make sense. It's things that at scale, like any company would do. The biggest thing is you just have to understand when you're listening to something like this, because that's where my brain goes. Like, yeah, that makes sense for a business. That's cool and all, but it has nothing to do with improving your life. The more a company gets to the point to where they are simply trying to extract every dime and every cent, the less valuable that company becomes or that becomes as a genuine value to society or the community that it's in or a part of. You have to understand that, like, for every cent that they take and they find to scrape away from both customers and it's their employees, that's not a cent that's helping you in any way. That's a cent literally just going into their pocket so they can get even further away from having to give you any value. Every time they have an opportunity to take more money from you and give you less, and you take it and accept it, they can now do that again, or they'll look for another way to do it. There's no stopping with them. This is the biggest thing that you have to understand with why corporations can be seen as evil or a problem. There's no point where they're going to be like, okay, that's enough. This is a good amount of profit we're getting, and we're getting to give people good prices on things. We're going to stop right there. No, every single time that something gets worse, it will not get better unless it actually affects their bottom line or the amount of customers that they have coming in. It's the inshitification of everything. If you continue to buy the Doritos after they slice the size in half and increase the price, then they're going to continue to sell the Doritos, and they're going to try it again in the future. You can guarantee it. It's kind of just like any normal bully situation. You have to understand that these corporations are humongous bullies. And no, you are not on their side. They're not on your side unless you own their stock. If they have an opportunity to take advantage of you, to punch you in your face and take your lunch money, and you allow them to do it, and you allow them to do it over and over again, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So it's just very stupid to me when I hear people trying to defend any corporation as if as if they're on the payroll, as if that should matter to them, as if this is something that actually affects them or is actually valuable to them. No, these people are not for you. Just understand that.
Walmart, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. Walmart's got to be the most poorly ran billion-dollar organization I've ever stepped foot in. Ever. I go to Walmart every week, and get the same thing. Usually I buy 2 or 3 of the same thing, and the said Walmart that I go to always has them. Always has them. I always check the app to make sure they have them, but they're never on the floor. The same brand, different item or different size, always on the floor. Same brand of the same thing, just not the one that I need because I use a different one. Never on the floor, but they always have them in the back. Today I go up, there's some like stocker or whatever in the aisle. I say, hey, do you mind going to check? I give the backstory every single time. I'm like, hey, you always have these. They're never on the back. They're never on the aisle. They're always in the back. I don't get it. Whatever. She goes, oh, if they're not on the floor, I can't help you. I'm just filling in for somebody. I can't help you. Literally, she says, I can't help you. I said, okay. And it pissed me off because I'm like, you have a Walmart jacket on. Why can't you help me? You work here. Whatever. Maybe there's some like different roles, different tiers that I don't know. She's just a stalker, whatever. I'll give her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because she's not even the main one that pissed me off. I go, can you go get someone that can help me? And I give her a little attitude because I'm like frustrated. And she goes, finds this guy, like she has an earbud in, she's frustrated, whatever, that I'm stopping her from stalking or whatever. She goes and gets this guy, collared shirt on. He's a manager, some sort of floor manager is what I'm assuming, has a little bit higher credentials. Comes over, he goes, yeah, we don't have them. You don't even know what I'm about to ask you for. He goes, yeah, we don't have them. I literally said, how do you know you don't have something that I haven't even shown you I need? And he goes, what is it? Oh, so you didn't know, you fucking jackass? So I show him. He goes, what's the last 4 digits? Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't even pull out his phone out there. He goes, yeah, this is my department. I've never seen those. I said, buddy, I literally come here every week. I've never seen you, Barry. I've never seen you. And you have them because I got them last week. And I buy them every single week. I was so frustrated. And he goes, yeah, we don't have them. I go, you haven't even looked, Barry. You haven't even pulled out your device. I said, look, right here, it says that you have 2 of them. I'll buy 2 of them right now. So I follow him. He pushes his stupid fucking cart back there. Yeah, buddy, this stupid fucking thing is in the way. He's like, yeah, we don't have them. Okay, cool. I said, what was your name again? He goes, Barry. Shows me the name tag. I go, cool. I'm emailing corporate Barry. And dude, fuck Walmart. I'm so pissed off. And this is not the
Barry turned that man into a Karen on that one. Like, dang. It was definitely back there. He definitely didn't look either. He probably went back there, did a little dance, did a little jig, listened to some music. And might have even smoked one, and then came back out. He wasn't looking for that.
Growth really is realizing that Walmart really just isn't all that, and those cheaper prices aren't that cheap to deal with the extra stress. Because I just stepped inside of a Walmart for the first time in like 2 months, and holy shit, I have not realized until now, like, how bad of a shopping experience Walmart actually is. It's disorganized as fuck. The aisles are like small as fuck. You can barely get through by anybody in there.
Wait up. I didn't think about that. That is very true. The aisles are pretty small. Like, obviously, they have to conserve space. But I've been down some Walmart aisles where it's just me and another person with a cart, and I can barely get past them. Maybe that's just my Walmart. And there are obviously some aisles that are much bigger. But there's definitely, like, a good amount of congestion. It's probably another part of their strategy to keep you there longer. Maybe if you don't feel like awkwardly walking past somebody, you look around and then act like you're grabbing something, put it in your basket, and not buying it. I know some people are socially awkward enough to fall into that.
And the selections are just whack. And I'm really just standing there like, bro, can you move your cart? Like, can you at least put it on an end cap? Instead of me having to scoot it around and move it and then, like, what the oh my God. And their register system is so weird. Like, I know everyone's doing use scans now because nobody wants to work, because why the fuck would we want to work, especially at that place? But, like, at the same time, the way it's just set up is so disorganized, and you're, like, playing roller derby with your carts in there. I'm really just going to give up, like, 3 DoorDashes a week so I can just continue to go to Target, because this is whack. And I just realized while I'm sitting here, too, like, their parking is just bad. Like, it's stressful finding a spot here. Growth really is realizing that Walmart...
Yeah, no, I don't know if his complaints were completely valid.
I absolutely hate Walmart. I hate shopping at Walmart. Hate's a strong word, I get that, but dislike is not the word needed for Walmart. I mean, the only reason why I come to Walmart is if I can't find this shit anywhere else. I will even pay for higher prices
You cannot tell me that this is not a black one.
somewhere else, right? Just so I don't have to go to Walmart. Because the employees make it seem like you're in their fucking way. No, bitch, you're in my way. Especially those who walk around with a little buggy shopping for online orders and stuff like that. Why do I have to say excuse me when you're entering in my territory area of of my shopping experience at Walmart? Then they walk around with the headphones on, FaceTime. Some of them got they're going through some shit relationship wise. I be listening to their conversation. I can't help it because they're right there. They don't even try to hide it. They don't even try to hide this shit, right? And then if don't ask them for shit. Don't ask them where anything's at or if you need some assistance. They're gonna look at you like you don't know where it's at.
That is something I can confirm. Assistance in Walmart has not been the best in my experience. Nobody knows where anything is. And I think they have pretty good retention in terms of their customers. I mean, in terms of their employees, I think they keep people better than Amazon does. So I don't understand why, a few weeks and months in, people still don't know where anything is, and they're completely lost in their store. But yeah, that is something that I can co-sign.
How long Walmart be in existence and you still don't know where shit's at? They look at you like you bothering them. Like you shouldn't be asking shit to them. They barely want to speak. They barely want to do their job. They don't want to help you at all. And then it's like when you do speak to them, you get, hey. What the fuck is hey? Bitch, I said good morning. How are you doing? Good. What is that? What is that? I'm telling y'all. I got
Why was her accent so strong? You gotta be albino or something.
One thing that makes me really mad when I'm scrolling TikTok is I'll see people going to like Walmart or Target and they'll find this really cute stuff. And I'm like, oh, let me go check my Walmart or Target. But it makes me realize that my Walmarts and Targets suck. Okay. Why is it not like a standard to have the same thing across the country? Why can't I find the cute stuff? Never can find it. My Walmart doesn't have it. Nope. And if I try to go online and buy it, it's always like out of stock in the size. But these people are all finding it in stores. That's my random thought of the day. I was just thinking about how much my Walmart sucks. And I see all these people finding nice stuff, but my Walmart doesn't have that.
There's a bit of inconsistency. I've seen some things I wanted in Walmart and they just don't exist. They aren't actually there.
So on top of everything else being totally fucked price-wise, now I can't even visit the Walmart clearance aisle without getting also screwed there too. I want 80% off. I don't want $3 off, dog. That's barely a sale. And you're in the clearance aisle? If it's originally 80, I want to spend 10. That is clearance. Not 80 to 70. Bitch, that's barely a sale. Like, I can't do this. Why is everything so overpriced? I'm so over it. It's so stupid. I can't even live my cheap girl dreams at Walmart and like pop a tag quick and be happy. And their prices on clothes too. Do you really think that you're
Okay, now that's right. That's right. Their little Dollar Tree shirts are like $20, $25. I think they used to be better than that, but Walmart clothes aren't the best priced anymore. I think they still have cheap shoes, but all their shoes look absolutely horrible. But I mean, a lot of their clothing is just normally priced. They can get some good priced dress shirts too. But like their jackets, the things that you'd actually want or normal wear, it's not it.
So on top of everything else being
But yeah, y'all let me know if y'all have noticed any changes in Walmart, what your last experience was like, whether or not you're continuing to go there, or if there's another place that I need to try or go to. My family's been enjoying Aldi's a lot, and we do go to Sam's instead of Walmart, but I mean, ultimately, it's still owned by the Waltons. It's pretty much the same place. You just get things in bulk and at better prices. But yeah, Walmart, I feel like Walmart's been taking losses. I don't feel like Walmart's ever been that great.